Hugo Vickers and lawyer and political activist Dr. Shola Bamamu. Welcome to both of you. Hugo Vickers, you wrote a very interesting piece for The Mail about all this. You know everything about the succession and the royalty and so on. But just to put this into a sort of overall context, has any member of the royal family had all their titles removed before, in recent, in the last 100 years?
Well, not titles. Of course, the main example is the Duke of Windsor. And when Edward VIII abdicated, he was given the title of HRH, the Duke of Windsor, but it was made absolutely clear that any children that were born to him would not be in line of succession. So there was never any question of him coming back again. The problem with Prince Harry is that, as you say, he is number 6 in line to the throne. And so if some terrible disaster happened to the Cambridge family, he would find himself as king. And the question you then have to ask yourself is, do you want somebody who has voluntarily opted out of the royal life and is living in California and who's entered into a kind of fairly political and commercial arena suddenly being called back to take that position? I don't see how that can work.
Right, Dr. Shola, you're the world's biggest fan after Susanna of the Sussexes, and fair enough, lots of people love them, I get that. And
Look, hang on a moment. Well, hang on. It's not about being a fan or not. It's about criticising where you find there are reasons to criticise and defending them in other
I've just literally paid you both a compliment.
No,
take it while you can.
Just taking
Dr. Shola,
description.
Let me, if I may finish my sentence. Dr. Shola, here's my specific question for you. Let's not get into the wider, whether you like them or don't like them. It's kind of pointless. The real question is this question, isn't it? If the pair of them have decided royal life is not for them, the monarchy is not for them, it's very restrictive, it's all these terrible things, why would they even want to, A, keep royal titles, and why would they want to remain, in Harry's case, on the line of succession to something he doesn't clearly like?
I genuinely find that question to be preposterous. By not being a working royal does not mean that he should remove himself from the succession. It makes no sense. Look, the issue here is not Harry and Meghan. The problem here are people like you, Piers, and Hugo, who want to punish Harry for marrying a woman you don't like and for having the audacity to determine that his service, his life of service as a royal member will be in a certain way. That doesn't mean he can't be in the succession.
Shola, if I may, I think you're being preposterous now. It's got nothing to do with Meghan, actually. It's got everything to do. It's got everything to do with Prince Harry. Now, whether you like the pair of them or not is irrelevant, actually. My further question to you would be this: did even you, Shola, in your blind adulation of these two, not cringe slightly?
I have no blind adulation.
Stop misdescribing people's views.
It's how she describes me the other way. So it's all fair in love and war. But did you not, in your blind adulation, at least slightly shudder when you heard that this privacy-minded couple have decided to spill their guts on Oprah for 90 minutes of primetime American telly for gazillions, but also that they chose to film it on the very day that the Duke of Edinburgh was taken into hospital?
Okay, so first of all, let's just address your blind adulation. There is no blind adulation because I might as well refer to you, Piers, as being a petty, petulant, fragile man baby who can't get his act together because Meghan rejected you.
That's why I return the favour.
Talking about their decision, let me finish. Talking about their decision to have a conversation with Oprah, that is not a problem if they wish to control the narrative around their lives. That's not a problem. Now, the fact that it was being interviewed on the same day as Prince Philip going there, I don't know what they were aware of. I don't know if this had already been planned beforehand. Either way, why is it that whenever they do anything, it has to always, by you and others like you always have to throw the works in the spanner. You always have to throw, I don't know, your toys out of a pram, like they're planning to do something negative deliberately.
I think it comes down to this. I was actually one of their biggest cheerleaders right up to the wedding, as you know.
Because you were rejected.
Well, hang on, let me respond. You've spray-gunned me, let me just respond. I turned, actually, after the way they treated her father, which I thought was disgraceful. You can take a different view, and I know you do. But then after that, it seemed to me to be a succession of times when this couple who quit royal life, quit royal duty for a life of privacy, actually did the complete opposite. They don't want to be left alone. They don't want to be private.
They didn't do that,
hang on, Shola.
Let
me finish. My point being, I don't think they want privacy at all. In fact, all their actions suggest the complete opposite. And it comes back to this question, which I'm going to go back to Hugo in a moment about, which is why would a couple who've gone so far to remove themselves from an institution want to be still in line to succeed? I don't get it.
They did not remove themselves from the royal family.
They did.
Harry is not in exile. He did not abdicate a throne or abdicate his position. All he did, like many other members of the royal family, we're going to talk about this succession thing. Bear in mind that there are many people who are in direct succession to the throne. Not to even talk about those who are the Queen's collateral line of, descendants. And many of them bear royal titles. Many of them are not working royals, and they have careers. In fact, they financially benefit from their proximity to the throne, indirectly or directly. Are you going to strip them of their succession?
Well, I think it's a good question.
Are you going to strip them of their titles? No.
I think it's a very valid question. Hugo Vickers, I mean, I have a big problem with Prince Andrew, frankly, being on that list of succession, given his abject refusal to submit to FBI questioning over what he knew about the billionaire paedophile friend Jeffrey Epstein. So, Shola raises a good point. And I actually think that the trouble with Meghan and Harry is they constantly put themselves in the news. Andrew's trying to hide away, but that doesn't mean that actually what he potentially has been guilty of may not turn out to be a hell of a lot worse than anything we've ever accused Meghan and Harry of. And I totally accept that. Why is Andrew left on that succession list, given he's effectively been retired from royal duty?
Yes, well, the thing about Prince Andrew is, of course, he hasn't been convicted of anything yet, but when he was asked to step aside, he certainly did so, and he's remained very quiet ever since. Of course, there is a very good solution to this. I entirely accept your point. I don't think that there are many people who would wish Prince Andrew to be king either, but why don't they then, if they're going to juggle around with the succession a little bit, move a girl born in 1950 in front of a boy born in 1960, i.e. promote Princess Anne? Right. I think that would a great deal of support. Princess Anne is absolutely brilliant. She'd make a fantastic queen if she was ever.
I totally agree.
I could not agree more. Should we all agree on that, Shola, that actually Princess Anne should probably be in the line somewhere higher up?
No, I think we should all agree that this question is preposterous. It's a moot point. The line of succession is fine, and you should all leave Harry and Meghan alone because they've done nothing wrong.
OK, but here's the thing, Shola. So we'd love to. They just don't want to be left alone.
No, I
cannot think of any human beings on planet Earth right now who have shown less desire to be left alone in the world.
They said no.
I can say it back at you.
That's the difference.
You know the difference between having a certain amount of privacy and also sharing.
They want to have, as the Queen worked out, Shola, they wanted to have their royal cake and eat it, and the Queen has called their bluff. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Shola, I respect. Shola, I know you've given me all sorts of. You've paid all sorts of lovely compliments to me, Shola. It's always lovely to have you on the show. The mere fact we have you on to spew abuse at me is indicative of our broad church.
It's just
and
I take it. It's what you dish out.
I take it in the cheery spirit with which you intend it.
That's what I'm doing.
Dr. Shola, it is lovely to see you.
Always a pleasure, Shola. Always a pleasure. Never a chore. Hugo Vickers, thank you very much indeed. We appreciate it.
Dr. Shola's searing response to Prince Harry's request for privacy. Dr. Shola's rebuttal to Prince Harry's plea for privacy was nothing short of scathing. With her signature blend of intelligence and unwavering conviction, she swiftly shut down Piers Morgan's attempts to deflect from the core issue. Shola made it clear that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex did not voluntarily opt out of royal life, but were instead pushed out due to the deplorable treatment they endured from both the firm and the British media. She eloquently articulated that the couple had simply told their truth about their toxic experiences, and it was now time for the public to respect their wishes for privacy and leave them alone. Shola's impassioned defense exemplified her fierce commitment to calling out injustice and holding the powerful accountable, delivering a masterclass in how to eloquently eviscerate an opponent's flawed arguments. Dr. Shola's approach. Dr. Shola tackles the issues surrounding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's request for privacy with a fierce and intelligent approach. She exudes a classy and confident demeanor as she educates people on the nuances of the situation. Rather than simply lashing out, Dr. Shola delves into the complexities, highlighting the toxic treatment the couple faced from both the firm and the media. Her insights cut through the noise, providing a level-headed perspective that challenges the deflection tactics of commentators like Piers Morgan. With her unwavering dedication to truth and justice, Dr. Shola emerges as a powerful voice, empowering others to look beyond the sensationalism and understand the real struggles faced by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The situation with Prince Harry. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's decision to step back from royal duties was not a voluntary one, as some have claimed. They were pushed out due to the abhorrent treatment they faced from both the institution of the monarchy and the British media. In sharing their truth about these toxic experiences, they have bravely spoken up against the injustices they endured. It is time for the likes of Piers Morgan to stop deflecting from the real issues at hand and instead listen to their story with empathy and understanding. The Sussexes deserve better, and it is high time they are left in peace to live their lives on their own terms. Piers Morgan's deflection. Piers Morgan's latest attempt to deflect the issues surrounding Prince Harry and Meghan's departure from the royal family is nothing more than a transparent distraction. The facts are clear. They did not voluntarily choose to step back, but were forced out due to the mistreatment and toxicity they endured within the institution. Their decision to speak their truth about these experiences should be met with empathy and understanding, not the kind of dismissive rhetoric Piers Morgan has become known for. It's time to move past the petty attacks and instead focus on addressing the very real problems that led the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to make such a difficult choice in the first place. The importance of leaving them alone. Prince Harry and Meghan have courageously shared their truth, shedding light on the challenges they faced within the royal institution. It is now time for the public and the media to respect their privacy and allow them to move forward. They deserve the space to heal from the toxic experiences they endured, free from the constant scrutiny and criticism that has followed them. Their decision to step back from royal duties was not made lightly, and they should be afforded the dignity to build a life on their own terms, away from the glare of the spotlight. It is time to let them be, to focus on their own well-being and the well-being of their family, without the relentless demands for answers or the unwarranted attacks on their character. Shola's fierce defense. Dr. Shola has been a fierce advocate for Prince Harry and Meghan, proudly defending the couple for speaking their truth about the challenges they faced within the royal family. She has made it clear that she will continue to educate people on the important issues at hand, using her platform to shed light on the experiences of marginalized individuals who are often silenced or dismissed. With her trademark intelligence, class and confidence, Dr. Shola has consistently pushed back against those who would criticize the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, reminding everyone that they did not voluntarily opt out, but were in fact pushed out due to the toxic treatment they endured from both the institution and the media. Her unwavering support for Harry and Meghan's right to tell their story is a testament to her commitment to social justice, and her refusal to back down in the face of those who would seek to deflect from the real issues at hand. The royal family must be held accountable for the toxic environment that has led to the pain and suffering of Prince Harry and Meghan. As the gatekeepers of the institution, they have a duty of care to protect and support all members of the monarchy, regardless of their status or popularity. The relentless attacks, racist undertones, and complete lack of empathy shown towards the couple are a blatant dereliction of this responsibility. Prince Harry and Meghan deserve better. They deserve compassion, understanding, and the space to live their lives freely, without constant scrutiny and judgment. It is high time the royal family stepped up, acknowledged their failures, and took concrete steps to ensure no one else endures the same mistreatment that drove this couple to step back from their royal duties. The media has played a significant and damaging role in the treatment of Prince Harry and Meghan. Through their relentless scrutiny, biased coverage, and unethical tactics, they have contributed greatly to the toxic environment that the couple has faced. As public figures, Harry and Meghan deserve privacy and respect, yet the media has consistently violated these rights, fueling a narrative that has been both hurtful and unjust. they must be held accountable for their actions, which have inflicted real emotional harm and made it increasingly difficult for the couple to live their lives freely and with dignity. It is time for the media to reflect on their role and make meaningful changes to ensure that public figures, regardless of their status, are treated fairly and with the basic human decency they deserve. Prince Harry and Meghan have endured immense challenges and scrutiny in recent years. It is crucial that we approach their experiences with empathy and understanding rather than judgment or derision. They have faced a barrage of criticism and invasions of privacy, stemming from both the royal institution and the insatiable media. Instead of dismissing their concerns, we must acknowledge the very real pain and difficulties they have navigated. Their decision to step back from royal duties was not made lightly, but was likely a necessary step to protect their mental health and well-being. As they continue to share their truth, it is our responsibility to listen with compassion and respect their right to privacy and autonomy. Dr. Shola will undoubtedly continue her steadfast advocacy for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Wielding her powerful platform, she will relentlessly educate the public and raise awareness about the injustices and mistreatment they have faced. Her unwavering support for the couple is a testament to her commitment to championing the rights of marginalized individuals and calling out systemic biases. Dr. Shola's fierce, intelligent, and confident approach will ensure that their voices continue to be amplified, despite the attempts of those like Piers Morgan to deflect from the core issues. She will not hesitate to confront those who trivialize the Sussexes' experiences, reminding them that Harry and Meghan did not voluntarily opt out, but were rather pushed out due to the toxic environment they endured within the royal institution and the media. Dr. Shola's steadfast advocacy will undoubtedly continue to be a crucial force in the ongoing pursuit of justice and accountability.